Yeah, forward, congrats on the win, mate. How proud are you of your team tonight, considering how undermanned you are and how injured the team is at the moment? To pull out a win like this, how proud are you, mate?
Yeah, it was good. I was really happy with the fact that I felt like even with the runs that South East went on, I felt like we were in control in the driver's seat for the majority of the game. So even when they did bring it back to a two-possession game, and happened a couple of times where we called a timeout just to sort of settle it down a little bit when we were forcing some stuff. But I think that was the first time where I know for myself personally, against the tail end of the game, that I felt confident, that the group felt confident that they could close it out. And it showed, so it was great. JK subbed on, made some clutch three throws. Keanu had some great finishes around the rim. Quite hits a very well-timed three-pointer. Dudes just stepped up, and yeah, so it was very pleasing.
You've talked all season about maintaining that energy for four quarters, and you've just spoken about the confidence there. Like, how proud are you to see that transition and to see that journey to sort of come to this point where you can put a complete performance together?
Yeah, very. And, I'll reflect as well, because we've changed some things in the way we've gone about our training. We've changed some things in the way we've gone about our video. So there's two parts to it, right? Are we a little bit more relaxed and free because now we are playing for pride and we just want guys to go out there and enjoy their basketball? Or is it because now I've gone about it in a different tact with our lead up and our approach with team ops and practice and everything? So, trying to find that balance of, what the secret sauce is and the reason why, we're able to score 90 points tonight compared to some games where we can barely crack 70. So, just super happy for the boys that get to enjoy this one, because we fly out tomorrow and we're on the road for a week.
To see veterans like Juki and Machado especially leading the attack in the paint, like how pleasing is it to see the offense sort of come together in that form of the court?
Yeah, there were some things that we knew we could exploit, that we covered from video, and when we played them last week, there was some comparables to when we followed up with that game against New Zealand. We got the win here against New Zealand, so then there were some comparables to show, hey, this actually worked well, let's carry this over again against South East. And we executed. There was 6 turnovers total in the third, but we started off with a lot of turnovers, and a lot of them were unforced because we're in a little bit of two minds. Do I pass it? Do I shoot it? Do I bring it back out? And the message was just whatever you decide, commit to it, because you'll be right. And so once we sort of got over that little hump, things started to fall into place, especially the third quarter dried up, 13 points, still one of our inflictions, but yeah, the composure and the maturity the boys showed in the fourth was really good.
Just injury-wise, Paul was rocking a headband for most of the game, and Inga didn't play any minutes. Is there any updates on either of those?
It was purely opportunity-based. Keanu was rolling. Keanu's had his hand heavily strapped for the last couple of weeks, and we monitor him at practice, and it's one of those things where it was touch and go whether what kind of contribution we're going to get from him. And he gave us 21 and 13, or 21 and 12, so I might try and mess up his other wrist and see how that goes. But, we're battered, we're bruised. It's that tail end of the season where everybody's suffering from those. We've definitely had our fair share of injuries, so it'd be nice to have that in the rearview mirror and get some bodies back on the floor.
And just for you, Ben, obviously a nice surprise seeing you on the court tonight. Can you just sort of walk us through how you ended up getting some minutes in tonight's game?
Just been persistent all year. Just been putting in the work day in, day out of training. Finally got an opportunity, and yeah, just kind of, it's good to be out there with the guys, good group of guys to be out there with, and yeah, it was fun. It's good to get a win too.
Good job, you nailed it.
Thank you.
Was that something you were expecting? What was Forde tapping on the shoulder all week? That you were going to be might have coming in to play, or did you sort of the last couple of minutes just get the thought being like, oh, by the way, you're going to be playing tonight?
Nah, it was later in the week. I knew leading in tonight there was going to be a chance I was going to get in. So I was prepared for that. And yeah, got a couple of minutes in there, which was nice.
Just following up from that, Ben, you've waited a long time to get another chance at this level and to get back out on the court. How nice is it to be rewarded for that persistence?
Yeah, it's great. It's an amazing feeling. Putting in some work and actually finally seeing some reward for it. Put a lot of work in over the years, and yeah, it feels great. It feels great, to be honest.
You're hoping now for the next 3 weeks that you get a few more chances like this.
Yep. Needs to.
Forde, it was the energy tonight that you delivered in spades, and it seemed like you were able to turn the pressure up on a team that was playing for their lives. And you had Scotty running the ship like we know he can, but you know what Paul was doing, what Court was doing, Majuk was doing, and obviously Keanu. I mean, you just played with great energy, which you would have loved to see.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, and I guess that's sort of what I touched on before is, you know, I'll reflect a lot, you know, in these 21 games to say, because we've had it for moments, and then, you know, when the pressure's on, you know, we tend to tighten up a little bit. So that's where I have to weigh up and go, what's the pressure? Am I oversupplying unnecessary pressure, or is it the guys are loose and free now because we're so far outside of top 4? And, you know, we tried a few different things this week. So, you know, I'm excited about what we do now moving forward. You know, we tried a few different things and we can see what works and what doesn't work. And if we keep playing with type of energy and enthusiasm, yeah, there's something to it. So, you know, it's more enjoyable when the guys are enjoying their basketball for everybody. And I think that's what probably stood out the most tonight.
Bit of a different test now on Monday. Obviously tonight you were able to put the pressure on a team that had a lot of probably tension because they were playing for their lives. But now on Monday you're playing a team that's also, you know, out of contention and can play with a bit of freedom like you can. What are your thoughts on playing the Breakers again?
Yeah, I think that's what, and we saw that last time. You know, both teams were getting dunks and layups and shooting threes and getting to the foul line. So I think it's going to be the first team that knuckles down defensively is probably going to get their result in their favour. So, yeah, another great test going down to Tasmania and trying to back it up now because, you know, you get 3 wins in a row, watch out. Like that's exactly what we're gunning for.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.